and welcome to Grindcast, the official podcast of Jason dying.
This episode is, anyway.
Yeah, this one. I'm Matt this week.
Along with Will.
I'm fucking horrible.
I'm sure the table's the only thing that heard you.
Marbles in my mouth.
Marbles in my mouth.
And Jason.
I'm Kurt Colby.
That's how he sings every song.
Yeah. That's how he did all that teen spirit. Jesus
That's how he did all that teen spirit.
All that teen spirit. So, all right, let's...
Before he gargled with shotgun shells.
Yeah, before I ruin this anymore, let's go straight into the news. All right, so, with news, there's a lot of stuff. Since Jason bitched to me earlier, I'm going to talk about his news first.
I didn't bitch. You bitched at me saying I had nothing to bring, but then you used none of the stuff I had last week, and I had like 6 topics.
He asked you to bring it, but it had already been brought in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People don't want to hear about your drama.
It's already ready already.
All right, so, from last week, what we didn't get to talk about, Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, Nintendo's, obviously will know about it, and it's getting released, I think, whatever this fucking week is. And,
it's getting released this week?
I don't know. Oh, maybe next week.
Thought it was like...
Well, no, I think it's
September
September 11th, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was September.
To coincide with the amiibos they're going to care package drop into the fountain in New York for the Twin Towers, yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. And it's...
I hope people don't take me seriously. Like, kids just like, where is it?
We're gonna get blacklisted. How dare they disgrace 9/11
Oh, man,
like that.
I hope James Spader comes over.
But yeah, basically, it's a really cool idea. You can make your own stages over there, but I feel Nintendo's been really uncaring about the internet recently. Because...
Recently?
They don't understand it.
Yeah, they really don't. But
it wasn't until a couple years ago that they allowed the internet into their systems.
Yeah, they don't get it.
Like, in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, there's a stage called the Miiverse. And the way that stage works, it's like Battlefield, except after you win a match, you can post whatever you want, and it will appear in other people's games. Okay? So the next time you go in, you now have these messages that pop up and float around, written by random people on the internet.
Is that any worse, though, than online mic? Like, while you're playing MMOs and stuff?
Not really, but that's the idea. It's Nintendo allowing people to do stuff like, Samus is a bitch. I've literally seen this while playing Smash Brothers.
Oh, she is.
Like, so many ridiculous shit like that. It's just like, wow, this game went from rated, like, maybe you think it's like T to immediately M.
Well, that's where they get away with that, not rated for online experience.
I understand that, but still. Yeah. It's like, you should be somebody that, like, monitors these posts.
That's up to Jimmy's parents to figure out if that's okay.
But yeah, now with Mario Maker doing the same thing, except you can say whatever you want, put it into a stage as a sound effect, and post it on the internet for someone to play.
Well, didn't they have trouble, it was either earlier this year or late last year, with people posting inappropriate stuff on, like the Mii stuff, the Mii thing that they have, and, like, they had to, like, ban a few people from, like, I guess harassment or bullying or something.
This is exactly what happened.
Yeah, so...
It's gonna get worse from here on out.
Yeah. It's just, like... It's just inviting it. It's inviting that kind of activity.
It's because they're in the dawn of understanding how this works.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Because they're over in Nintendo land. They're like, everybody's nice.
You just let 2 random Japanese men dressed like Italian plumbers into our house to play Mario Kart with us. That's where Nintendo is. You don't remember that commercial?
No.
No, I remember the 2
I thought this actually
like,
happened.
Yeah, I just remember.
I was like, was I not here that week?
All I remember is that we would write to pray.
There was I think it was from Mario Kart 7 commercial.
Okay.
Where it was like 2 Japanese guys and they were dressed like Mario and Luigi and they would just like go to someone's house and they'd play Mario Kart. And it's really fucking weird.
Hey, they can come to my house and play. I don't care.
Some 200cc.
Yeah.
You just sounded like Bill Murray when you said that.
I'll never be able to do it again.
You're like, they can come to my house. I don't care. It's fine.
Hey, come on over. I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston makes you feel good.
I already know this is going to be, like, within a week, it's either going to be taken away or extremely monitored.
It's going to go down faster than the thing the PS4 lets you do, like where you can post the web feed from your house. So you can get your wife drunk and take all of her clothes off and just post it.
All over the PlayStation Network.
Yeah. I wonder if they're still married.
I hope not.
I mean, if they are...
Well, if Ray Rice and his wife are still married, I mean, anything's
she wants
possible.
that money.
No, that's true, yeah. I mean...
And I'm not going to get into that.
I mean, you think about it, though, like that relationship, if they ever have a fight, like, what could she possibly do to make anything worse than what he did to her? You know what I mean? He's just like, you didn't wash the dishes again. You put me naked on the internet. Fine, I'll finish them.
Yeah, fine, I'll do the dishes.
Damn it.
God, such a nag.
Who's gonna do these goddamn dishes? Nag, 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 bitch.
That chainsaw up.
Yeah. Here's your shovel. Dig deep.
Oh, god damn it.
So we're going to move on to another topic. Not that this is anything that people didn't know about before, and if you didn't, this is a brand new world of bootlegging that you can get into. It's all over YouTube. You can find, like, toys, video games, all this stuff, but
China's going real ham.
China basically almost publicly said, we don't give a shit about copyright.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right now on Kickstarter, you can go and fund their, I can't remember what they're calling it, but it's literally the PS4 and Xbox One combined into one system.
Probably the Playbox one.
And they're asking people to fund it for them.
Yeah, that's
for a
the
thing
best
they can
part.
only get in
That's
China.
the best part.
I hope it's the Game Phillip 4. Perfect for kids with no necks. If you want to get my reference, go watch JonTron. It's on an episode where he plays bootleg consoles.
Yeah.
Great episode.
God, China's out of control with their copyright.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've watched, there's a guy, he's been on the internet doing review videos for a while. His name is Phaelus. He used to be on That Guy with the Glasses. I think he just runs his own show off of YouTube right now. But he has a section called Bootleg something, like Bootleg Bonanza or something like that, where he goes out and actively finds the bootlegs, because I guess he lives in one of those metropolitan areas where you're not far from, like, I guess Chinatown.
I was going to say, you just drive on down to Chinatown.
So
it's the old bootleg shop.
He goes down there and buys a bunch of them and brings them back, and there was this one, it was like Winnie the Pooh. It was called the Pooh Train. Yeah. It's like the Pooh Train, and the way Winnie the Pooh is, like, stationed in it, like, his forearms are, like, where the front wheels of the train would be, and the back where the guy would be, like, standing is his ass. So it's like he's, like, bent over, like, doggy style. And, like, like, when you turn it on, it's like all these lights are going off right at his, like, where his asshole would be. It's like, toot, toot. It's like, oh, bother. You know, it's, like, so weird. It's not,
Pooh Train.
It shouldn't
I love
be.
it.
The Pooh Train, yep.
We'll look that up.
I also love the one that JonTron had on, it was the same episode. It was like Action Squad. It was like with Batman, Superman, Shrek.
Oh, yeah,
a car.
Yeah, like, another thing that China...
And Robert Kopp, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Robert Kopp.
They made a bootleg League of Legends. That's literally just League of Legends. Like, they took the exact game and they just added characters to it. You can play as anybody from Naruto. You can play as Wally. You can play as Shrek.
And Shrek.
Shrek's in all this stuff.
But not Donkey.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's Donkey?
You can play as Shrek. You can play as Shrek wearing a black mask. He's called Ogre, and one of his attacks is he throws Donkey, and Donkey explodes for whatever fucking reason.
Oh, so it's
Exploding Donkey.
So it's like that dog gun from Final Fantasy VIII.
Dog gun. She just tells her dog to go and attack things.
No, she has like the little wrist
it doesn't shoot
thing.
dogs.
The dog sits on top of it and she shoots the
for
dog.
her one attack.
The limit break. Yeah. Don't you tell me there ain't no dog gun.
Don't you tell me that.
Don't you tell me ain't no dog gun in that game. I seen it. I used it.
Sometimes I like to pick up my dog and pretend he's like a gun and go...
Well, yeah, because your dog's really long.
You can do that with cats.
Yeah.
They're machine guns.
Cat machine.
And cats have way less of a span of like taking bullshit than
like he would like appreciate it. He starts wagging his tail. He's like, "That's kind of funny. I'm a gun, ha ha."
Your dog's like, you put me down now. You just pick up a cat, and the cat's like, "Why are you touching me?" Like, right off the bat, cat's like,
"You need to fill out a form first."
Yeah. Fill this out in triplicate.
Sir, that's the wrong form. You got to go to the end of the blue line.
Yeah. Go to the end of the blue line, get through the x-ray machine.
Yeah. That's why, like, having a cat's difficult, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, it is. It's like having a baby.
Another thing about this League of Legends
furry, sharp-clawed baby.
Copyright, they actually have it so that you have to pay for characters. So not only are they stealing all this intellectual property from everybody, you have to buy characters with real money.
I wonder how much money it would cost to play a Shrek.
Shrek is love.
$29.99 American. And for that price, you could just buy all the Shrek movies, throw out the last two, and still have a better day.
Throw them away.
Just throw them away. All right, so I'm going to get into something that is kind of closer to Will and I's heart because we are such advocates of old horror movies. And I've been kind of pissed off lately because Universal is trying to bring, and now keyword in this is trying to bring, like, their old IPs back into the limelight. They're trying to reboot all of it and make, like, series again. Like how you had Dracula and Frankenstein, and I guess they're just going to skip the creature from the Black Lagoon. And then they had tried a werewolf movie multiple times in the past. It hasn't really worked. So they're trying Frankenstein now. So we watched the trailer. For some reason, for me, it's really weird seeing the guy who's currently playing Professor X on screen at the same time as Daniel Radcliffe. They just don't look like they belong on screen together to me. Because when they first started up, I was like, so is Daniel Radcliffe Igor?
Yeah. At first I thought that's where they were going with it, and I'm like, that's weird.
But he's not.
No.
Yeah. So I guess there's three people in the lab now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the original stories, there was another student that went to school with him.
Right.
That was trying to talk him out of, his experiments and stuff.
Right. But I guess they've shown shots where he's, like, in the lab with him while he's doing this stuff. Yeah. It's either that or it's clever editing that I will never be able to figure out how to do.
Well, by clever editing...
they're not using Windows Movie Maker.
Clever editing, I mean, making, showing you everything that's decent in the movie in the trailer. Yeah. Which is what they do nowadays.
That's what I've been thinking about doing with the show.
But seeing that trailer...
I think it's 20 seconds.
A trailer of fucking Drawingcast.
I didn't really see a lot that was very good in that trailer.
No, there's just a lot of sweaty people.
Yeah.
Long hair.
Yeah.
Very faked English accents, even though both of them are English. They overdid their English accents.
Yeah, they did. I didn't understand that.
You got Daniel Radcliffe like, why would you be wanting to fool with life? It's just like, what? Stop. No, Potter. But then, like, you see in the trailer what the monster is supposed, like, what he's going to look like. I'm thinking it might be the early stages before they finally assemble his entire body, but he's got, like, fucking metal jaw on he looked like fucking Baron von Underbite.
Yes! That's exactly what he fucking looked like.
He looked like him. Venture Brothers, you know who I'm talking about. Watch it. Your life will be much better. But,
it's Johnny Quest for adults.
He looked like, it basically is. He looked just like that character. With, like, pink eye.
Still not the worst Frankenstein creature I've seen, though.
No. I mean, when they did Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and this is something we're going to do as a discussion topic a little bit later, so I'm not going to go into complete details with everything, but when they did Mary Shelley's Frankenstein back in the 90s, and they had De Niro playing the monster, like, when I saw that the first time, I was like, it just looks like De Niro without hair.
Mm-hmm.
And really bad stitch makeup all over his face. He's wearing a monk robe.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was supposed to be this hideous creature. I mean, De Niro is not a handsome man, but it's just like, that one to me, like, it was leading up that one was actually not bad, but then when you see the monster, you're like, this is so underwhelming, it doesn't even matter anymore. And then they just took that same thing and made games with it. It's like, well, you know what? The movie was underwhelming, so let's just make underwhelming games too.
And they were.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we might play them someday.
We'll hit upon my thoughts on Frankenstein films for the past 50 years and how disappointing they've been. But
yeah, we'll get into that a little.
We'll get into that later.
You didn't care for the what was it? The Frankenstein movie where he's like an action hero saving everybody in the future.
No.
So speaking of Daniel Radcliffe,
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Daniel Radcliffe, I don't know if he's in this movie, but there is a spin-off that was announced for Harry Potter called The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's apparently a movie about a person who worked for the school, either worked for the school or was around at the time of the school being there, and he travels around the mystical world, cataloging beasts that are around there. So I'm sure there's more than that, because that would sound just like I'm watching a 2.5 hour long Pokemon Snap movie. So there's probably more to it than that. But I think it's actually kind of a decent idea. I mean, I used to get made fun of for watching the Harry Potter movies, because they're like, hey, you little kid. It's like, no, they're not bad.
Yeah, I never watched them. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of them. I've never watched them, but I know like they got progressively darker as the series went on.
Oh, the books were. I'm not even against it, because I did not like the movies whatsoever, but I love the books, and the books get very dark very quickly.
Yeah,
a lot of people die. Whole lot of people die.
Yeah, well, like, as far as I'm concerned, as far as the movies go, watch the first one, skip over the second one. You don't even need to see the second one. That movie was more just filler. And then, like, I don't know.
Chamber of Secrets filler?
All they did was fucking, like, they solved the mystery and they flew a car around and then they fought, like, giant spiders.
Spoiler alert. They kill one of the Horcruxes that they needed to in order to defeat Voldemort.
They didn't need it.
Yes, they did.
They didn't need it.
His diary. They used the Basilisk Fang to kill that Horcrux, which was a part of his soul.
But the Basilisk was in the second one?
Yes!
I thought just the flying car was in the second one, and the tree that tried to, like, grope him.
Man, I don't know how.
I
don't know how I haven't watched these films.
I must have got like to the flying car and said, "Fuck this," and turned it off. I was like, the last flying car I've seen in my life that I will take credibility is for Gumby. I'm done.
Use the flying car to rescue Harry from his abusive. What the fuck do you call them?
Muggles?
Foster parents.
The Muggle.
Even though they're related to him.
Yeah.
Guardians.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
So is this just a complete offshoot? It's not based
spin-off.
on a book or anything? It's just
there's a book.
There is a book.
There is a book. Okay.
Yeah.
She wrote.
Yeah.
Right. The article I was reading kept referring to J.K. Rowling as a he. I was just like, oh, you might have a call someday coming into your office.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so for Harry Potter fans out there, new movie on the horizon.
That's a rabid fan base, so I can...
Yes, it is.
It is rabid. All right.
Yes.
Foaming at the goddamn mouth.
I'm one of them.
I know. I can tell. You got that sense of, you deserve this.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
Like, I am a fan. They should make me another movie.
I did not like the movies.
I'm entitled.
9 3/4, motherfucker.
That's why, like, when I got that in the loot crate, I'm like, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah,
I was just like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm like, I don't...
I saw it and I was like, I know what this is. What the fuck am I going to use it for? It's like, I don't have luggage. I put everything in bags. On vacation, it all just goes in a trash bag.
Goes in a trash bag, yeah.
I'm like fucking Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right, moving on. Kingdom Hearts 3, that elusive game that nobody knows if it's actually going to be finished this time or not. Got a little bit of news leaked on it. The Big Hero 6 world in Disney is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. If they finish it. That'd be cool. I think out of the Disney movies that have come out lately, Big Hero 6 was a good one. Everybody loves Frozen, but I just kind of felt like it was a little overbloated and not really as good as everybody made it out to be, because it just felt like the same old... Yeah, well, it felt like the same old formula, but they're like, let's just kind of put a hint, just a hint, of lesbians in there.
So that's how you sell them tickets.
Yeah, it's just a hint.
The robotic head of Walt Disney's in there like, brilliant! Can we shoot a Jew? Stop it, Walt! Damn it, someday!
I could see Walt Disney's head on top of one of those tripods from War of the Worlds.
I picture it like Futurama with like the spider legs that come out underneath the pickled head jar.
See, that's not dangerous enough. I feel like he would have something really...
Oh, but there's a fucking like minigun coming out the front.
You picture him like with like the spider legs like Loveless had in the Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Except instead of a torso, it's just
just a head. No, what was the name of the city they lived in? Was it San Fran, Tokyo?
What the hell is...
I don't know.
Okay, so the first one's coming out in 2016. The first Fantastic Beasts in 2016. Oh, they're doing 3 of them.
They're doing 3 of them, which I don't
sequel
understand.
in 2018, and then the third one in 2020.
I don't understand why.
It feels so weird for me to say that year.
2020.
2020.
With Hugh Downs.
You know, in the year
Barbara Walters.
In the year 2020, the Angry Video Game Nerd did promise us he would review Raid 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
We're getting close.
Would you prefer
We're halfway there.
5 more years.
Would you prefer to say in the year 20XX?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like every Mega Man game opened that way.
Because you don't know when it is. It could be tomorrow. That could be the future right now.
No.
Well, that's all right. The Transformers movie happened. The original animated one happened in 1999. I don't remember any of it. I don't remember that. But Optimus Prime died and I cried.
Optimus,
he died in every one of them.
He died and then he rose again.
And then again, and then again.
Yeah.
It's the true
But no,
I'd rather that fucking lion keep coming back.
You've seen Big Hero 6. Have you seen it?
I have not.
No.
Yes.
No, I haven't. Because I have all those pop figures of it.
What was the name of the town? Was it San Fran, Tokyo?
Yeah.
Okay.
San Fran, Tokyo.
All right. That's what I was trying to remember that. So.
You're done?
Am I done? I think we still have more time left.
No, not us.
Yeah. Are you done talking now?
You're done? Hey, bore me, kid.
No, you got your answer.
Way to go, flat tire.
Nice one, Cube Steak.
That's a story for another day. So, I think we're going to go into some request topics. We got a couple of them this time.
Sweet.
I've been told that we must talk about this today, which you will now hear about tomorrow. Dimebag died today. Couple years ago.
One of the greatest guitarists of all time.
And it was a very sudden...
Yeah.
Because I remember... That was around the time... Oh, I can't remember what that band was. That side project band he did after Pantera was, done for good. And,
Talk about Superjoint?
Yes. Because that was the show, that was the band he was in when he was playing the show. I remember I was just getting into that because our friend Dave and Ben, they introduced me to that album. Mm-hmm. So I was listening to it, I'm like, yeah, this is good. This band could go places. And it's 2 days later, he got shot in the head.
Yeah.
It's like, what? It's like an angered fan because Pantera wasn't together anymore.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, that's how you solve it.
Yeah.
Because, because a band's never done a reunion tour or ever got back together after they broke up. Disturbed.
The thing that's so disappointing is I don't think he gets enough publicity for how good he was as a guitarist. He doesn't. There's a lot of guys that weren't nearly as good as he is, but they're more well known.
Yeah. Slash and
Jimmy.
Well, Slash is Slash, but I'm just thinking I rank him up there higher than most of the guys that are getting there.
Jimmy Page.
Well, Jimmy, he's not out there with a bow from a cello playing his guitar, but I'll say it, Kirk Hammett. I don't think he's nearly as good as Kirk Hammett.
Kirk Hammett back in the day, Kirk Hammett was pretty good, but I think if he wasn't in there, Metallica could probably still write songs that people listen to.
Yeah,
Pantera without Dimebag's licks that he put into every song, it wouldn't be as entertaining to listen to, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, Phil's vocals were they were good. They helped put in, the anger and all that kind of feeling into the music, but you didn't really go to Pantera for his vocals. You went there for the fucking like.
No,
guitar.
you didn't. You didn't go to Pantera for the vocals.
No.
That's true.
Because I mean, like, how would Cowboys from Hell sound if that fucking, lead lick in there wasn't in there?
Oh yeah,
It would sound terrible.
good.
You would just be like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" It'd be like it would sound like somebody that would open for Breaking Benjamin.
Here's another guy.
It would be Blues Brothers 2000.
That I think
Yeah.
I think it's way too much publicity, and that is oh God, and his name escaped me now, from Rage Against the Machine.
Tom Morello.
Tom Morello
I like Tom Morello.
gets more publicity than Dimebag.
Well, yeah, because he figured out how to play a guitar bad and make it sound good.
But like he's like kind of like a modern day guitar hero in a way.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all either. They're like, yeah, you can slide your pick down the fucking strings while you're awesome. And you know your power chords.
Yeah.
Great. Try to stick in a band for more than 2 years, though. What's that?
No, well, no.
You can't do that? What?
No.
Well, sucks to
Look
be
at
you.
the bands he was in. Is that like they were going to self-destruct on their own anyway? I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
like people are like, I hope Audioslave stays around forever. Yeah, they won't.
They won't.
That lead singer will make damn sure of that.
They're going to get 2 solid albums, and
Yeah.
then it's just all going to go to hell.
He's like, well, guys, I'm going back to do a solo album again.
And then all of a sudden, I'm going to get Soundgarden back together, even though one of the guys is a professor now.
Yeah. Wonder how that works. Well, you could ask Guar.
Yeah. War.
We're all math professors.
Yeah.
Shut up and get in the fucking giant robotic worm mouth. I think Meshuggah were all college professors, too.
I'm not sure.
If I remember correctly. Might be wrong.
Oh, speaking of this, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this. There is a group of guys that are the world's first Ned Flanders death metal band.
Oakley Dokley.
Yes.
Yes, I did see this.
Death metal is what it's called.
Yeah. They're all dressed with the green sweater and the
I hope
brown
that
brown slacks, yeah.
I hope to God that Beetlejuice supernova destroys us all soon. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, I did see that. I haven't listened to any of it yet, but I did see
I
it.
really want to.
All right, and I was told that we must talk about this.
People are getting demanding.
Yes.
Hey, we are slaves.
I'm
to the audience.
gonna put this out here. This was Fred's topic.
Okay.
Can you guess what it is?
I know exactly what it is.
Because you looked at the paper.
I mean, even if I didn't, I know what it is. But
Wait,
See if you can guess. It's probably some of the most disturbing news that came out this
it's
past
pretty
week.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous and disturbing.
What, he wants us to talk about Jared from Subway?
Yes.
You see the one fucking image?
I swear to God, didn't look at it at all. I just
See the one image that somebody made of him like I like my
before. Oh no!
I like my woman like I like my subs 6 and 12.
There was the one where he's like before, and he's like holding up his big pants, and it's like the after he's holding up like Oshkosh Bagosh jeans.
Another one where it's like, fuck. Even before his career, he was trying to get into smaller pants.
God damn it. Okay. I, unfortunately, did not get to hear much about this. So, can you guys fill me in a little bit?
I'm not sure when it
Like,
started.
so it was like the FBI just like, must have been tracking him for a while, and they just like,
Well, there was
party van pulled up, and
There was inappropriate messages.
And then they found basically what was like kitty porn
yeah.
in like his
so
basement.
like, he kind of fell for the fucking, the Chris Hansen ploy.
No, it's just like that scene in Donnie Darko when they find the kitty porn dungeon in dude's basement, except with Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
God damn it. Just walk in and he's sitting there eating a sweet onion and teriyaki chicken sub.
That guy had a good ride. He did. He was
he
the
sure
face
did.
of a
Stop it.
franchise.
Listen to what you're saying right now.
What, he had a good ride? It was a big wheel, but he had a good ride.
Stop it. I'm about to walk out. I'm not getting taken down. Party van these
He's like, hey,
guys
sweet
right
thing,
here.
I'll get you a Power Wheels.
All my Subway dollars.
You want a pink Cadillac like Barbie? You got it.
That's terrible. That's terrible. How dare you drink that? I just, like, I was at work, and Fred messaged me this. He's like, did you hear about Jared? And I was like, you mean the Subway guy? He's like, yeah, did you hear about him? I'm like, no, what? I was like, what, is he in another movie or something? He's like, no, they busted him for diddling kids. So, like, I was just like, hey, guys, I'll be right back in a second. I went in the back room, and I just, like, you throw open Facebook because, you know, if anything like that happens, there's going to be 500,000 people being like, oh, my God!
Yeah.
So it's just like, and it wasn't like, I didn't find news. All I found was memes from top to bottom. Yeah. Of all the jokes about him and kids.
That is how we give information to people in 2015.
One of the favorite ones I saw was like, there's a picture of Subway and a white van out front. And Jared's in the thing, and it says $5 footlong scrawled on the side of the van, like all like amateurish. And then Chris Hansen's just like peeking out of the corner of the photo.
I wonder how many people are like, oh, now I'm not going to eat at Subway now. Awesome. Because they feel like they're supporting him. He's not the owner. He's not the owner of Subway. He's just a guy that ate Subway.
He was just a fat slob that was probably diddling kids then. Yeah. Decided, I need to look better so I can diddle hotter kids.
We do not approve of any of these things right now.
You don't need to say that.
I certainly do.
These people know better.
They know better. They know.
I'm sure that was his thoughts.
But there's people out there, uninformed people, who think, oh, the owner of Subway was touching children. I'm not going to eat subs there anymore.
I'm sure.
It's nothing to do with that.
It's just like the people that don't go to Chick-fil-A because the original creator of it was like, I don't like homosexuals. But you realize most of those are franchises, and they don't. The money goes to the person that owns the franchise, not the owner of Chick-fil-A.
That didn't slow anybody down.
It didn't slow anybody down.
How many years in a row the sales come out like Chick-fil-A is destroying KFC in the fried chicken game?
Duh. Have you seen Chick-fil-A?
Well, yeah. I mean,
have you?
It makes KFC look like a goddamn crack den.
Like the one on Lincoln Highway?
That way.
Yeah. It's right across from a fucking KFC, and KFC has nobody in their parking lot.
Yeah, there's like tumbleweed and shit.
And Chick-fil-A is absolutely packed to the brim. Nobody can get in.
Yeah, nobody can get in. People are like driving in there, they're like, did they put a pickle in my chicken sandwich? Brilliant!
That's right, we discussed that
That's
earlier.
The home of the original chicken sandwich. Yeah. They put a pickle in it.
Dear Lord, how did they ever figure it out? Now, the original chicken sandwich is when you use the chicken as the bread, in my opinion.
Stop it. I'm already sick.
Speaking of KFC...
Oh, right.
FLG.
Boy, so you're getting out of request topics?
We're done talking
you're
about
You're backtracking, Flat Tire. Calm down.
I really want to talk about KFC.
All right, fine. We'll bring it up as a discussion topic. Going into KFC. We'll go ahead. You want to talk about it?
KFC decided that Daryl Hammond wasn't a good enough Colonel Sanders, that now we decide that Norm Macdonald's a better choice.
All right, well, here's my question. Does it really fucking matter who Colonel Sanders is?
You were real upset about this.
Well, here's the thing.
It's so dumb.
It was so funny because the marketing people from KFC said that the Daryl Hammond, even though they weren't happy with what they got out of it, it still got them noticed because people hated it so much. The old adage that any publicity is good publicity, apparently people hated.
But why did people hate it?
My dad did. My dad thought it was horrible because he met the real Colonel Sanders.
And he's like, he has a personal reason.
This guy's a cartoon. Like, yeah, he is playing it like a cartoon. So now, like, the Norm Macdonald one's playing it more serious.
Well, we're terribly sorry that not everyone has met Colonel Sanders, and we don't all see him as a real person. Instead,
how is he playing it as a cartoon? All I've ever seen him do is he's like walking toward the camera with a ton of people behind him.
But then he does that like kind of like Dana Carvey doing a Ross Perot laugh. He's like kind of thing. Like, he just made it really like,
yeah, but why does that
cartoony.
matter? You go down south and there's fried chicken places with Foghorn Leghorn's fucking face on it. It's called Big Peckers.
It's true.
And people will line up at the fucking door. You can't stop Peckers from making chicken down there. So we throw a failed comedian into the KFC suit. Now everybody's got a problem.
Dude, you were pissed off.
Because I hate how people fucking do this shit. He needed the money. Norm Macdonald doesn't need the money. He ruined his own life.
He got that safe auto money.
He ruined his own life.
He ruined his own life. He can voice death on Family Guy. That's his money from now on.
Daryl Hammond could definitely get more work than Norm Macdonald can, though.
He could be the president. He could be the fake president that they put out there just in case there's a sniper nearby.
Yeah, the only thing I think Norm has going on right now is he had a podcast, That's not very good.
Had.
Yeah.
I don't think it's around anymore.
Is it not around anymore?
I don't think so.
It wasn't very good.
What was it called?
It
was like Norm Knows Best or something like that.
It was something Norm something. I don't know.
Norm Knows Best was a TV show and it had like half a season. It didn't do well at all.
It was on after Hogan Knows Best. Oh, that's right. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
You mean Hogan's My Whore Wife?
My Whore
Wife. Brother. I just don't understand, like, you only gave the guy 6 months.
Yeah.
You could have just been like, all right, we'll keep you, but we just need to change how the demographic of this works.
Yeah. Because
out of the two, Dale Hammond looked more like the Colonel than Norm Macdonald's. Yeah. I haven't seen what Norm Macdonald looks like as the Colonel.
You have to.
But I'm just picturing it.
Doing it right now.
I'm just picturing him with that mustache and that goatee, and it just doesn't work. Like, he, to me, would just look like a hipster Santa Claus.
Hipster Santa Claus.
Like, I don't understand it.
Well, this is like the people that get all pissed off because Taco Bell got rid of the Chihuahua kind of thing.
He died. Get over it.
Yeah, he did die.
But people were pissed that they didn't have another dog then.
I don't want dogs selling me food.
Chicken. I mean, fucking tacos, whatever.
I don't want any dog selling me anything.
It's amazing how passionate this conversation has gotten.
It's so goddamn stupid. That's what he looks like. It's fucking terrible.
That looks horrible. You can even look at his face. He's like, you believe this shit? I'm fucking Colonel Sanders.
I love how they have him holding the bucket of chicken with his face on it, but it looks nothing like it.
Yeah, he's just holding that chicken like, this is who I work for now.
I think the PR person for KFC said, and I could be quoting this wrong. Yes, Norm Macdonald doesn't look like, sound like, or even have the same height as Colonel Sanders, but we feel that our devoted customers will like this better than the Daryl Hammond.
What devoted customers?
Dude.
The people that are constantly doing the double down.
KFC stock is dropping like McDonald's stock.
Look,
they're getting...
Well, that's why they're grasping at straws.
Well, that's what I mean, and that's what McDonald's is doing, too, because they're like, now we'll just, you can come in and just, like, order, like, at Sheetz, and then we'll bring it to the table like Chick-fil-A.
Well, McDonald's... There's a KFC, they open up a Chick-fil-A. Wherever there's a McDonald's, they open up a better burger place.
You know what fast food chain that doesn't have a mascot? Sheetz. And I love them for it.
I don't consider that fast food. It's not a drive-thru.
It is.
It's not a drive-thru.
Yes, it is.
Where's it a drive-thru?
You don't have to do that. Just get out of your car, order the food. Just don't fucking... You don't need to drive through everything.
And by the way, they don't call them fast food anymore. What do they call them?
Good food fast.
No, they have a word for it, like some kind of convenient food or something like that. There's like a special term for it.
I like fast food better.
And that's
convenient food just sounds like something I get from like Rite Aid.
Convenient food. It's like vending machine egg salad is what that is.
That fucking Japan where everything comes out of a vending machine.
Why can't we just bring back automats and just be done with it?
Damn right, automats.
You just walk up to a fucking wall of plastic sleeves and you just open it up and there's a sandwich in a bag. You just take it.
Yeah.
And you just sit down and eat it.
Out of there. Yeah.
It's all homemade food.
Well, what McDonald's did was they took their menu, took like 30 things off of it, but you can still order it.
This is a secret menu now. It just makes you
feel like, they're like, oh, the secret menu. Now everything's on the secret menu.
And the dollar menu is basically like,
it doesn't exist.
At participating McDonald's.
Yeah, it's now a value menu. It's not a dollar menu anymore. It's a value menu.
I've not been there so long, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
What the fuck's... You pull up to McDonald's, you're just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
The fuck is this place?
Can
I still wrap my Big Mac order?
You're gonna walk in there and just be like, where did everything go?
What, do they only sell like Big Macs and chicken nuggets now?
Pretty much.
They at one point had, I think, like 15 different value meals. It's now down to like 6.
It's terrible.
It's just, they're just grasping at straws now. Or in KFC's point, they're grasping at sporks.
I don't know, because I think a lot of people are doing what I've been doing for a couple of years now and just making food at fucking home. Just being done with it. Because I've got to that point, like, when I was working in a restaurant all the time, and I didn't eat there because after a while you just get tired of seeing the same food.
Same fucking things.
You're just driving home, you're like, fuck it, I'll just grab McDonald's. It's like 11:30 at night, I'm tired and I'm hungry, I'm not making food when I get home. So eventually I just decided, I'd rather know what's in what I'm making. So I just, started planning ahead. And I think that's what more people are getting into, because there's the revolution of actually eating food that's real and not synthetically made in a plastic tray in a warmer.
When the McDonald's pink goo conspiracy came out, where they were putting pink goo in your
by the way, folks, coming from a person that's worked in a restaurant, that's not... You never get chicken out of whatever that shit was. I mean, come on. That shit's more akin to packing peanuts than fucking chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And no, Taco Bell was not putting cardboard in their meat, but it definitely wasn't like beef.
No, it was horse meat.
No, that was only in certain countries.
But it was happening.
Yes, it was. It certainly was, where you were eating horse. Which, honestly, yeah, damn me if you want. If I had the opportunity to, I'd probably eat a horse.
That's how hungry you are.
I mean, this is hunger. If someone was like, "Hey,
I could eat a..." Oh, I am.
If someone was like, "Hey, I got some horse steaks. You want to try it?" Why not?
Make sure you're pronouncing that S in there.
Whatever, don't matter. Horse steaks. I'm hungry. Put them on the grill.
Grill me up them horse steaks.
Just wash them off real good.
But
still good.
I know that we wanted to,
wash them off real good.
As much as we could bitch about
dip them in Listerine,
convenient,
kill them germs.
fast,
FLG sauce,
efficient food services. I know we wanted to touch upon Frankenstein films a little bit, or at least I did.
Yeah, you certainly
did.
It's
a perfect timing, too. It's like the thunder's roaring outside.
Yeah, it was a dark and stormy night.
Yeah. It was a dark and stormy night.
There are a lot of people that say that werewolf movies, there are fewer decent werewolf movies than there are of any other
The only good werewolf
monster.
movie I can think of had Jack Nicholson in it. I think it was just called Wolf.
Wolfen.
And then there was Wolf of Wall Street. That was a good werewolf movie.
You're thinking of Wolfen.
That was a really good movie.
Wolfen? No, it was just called Wolf.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Fuck, what was I talking about?
Yeah, it was like raping Michelle Pfeiffer as a werewolf.
You didn't
jumped over the fence.
You didn't like Silver Bullet at all?
Just because I read Stephen King books doesn't mean I like all his movies.
I'm just asking a question.
American Werewolf in London.
They should have made that into a movie.
I never read that.
He just
Very
pulled out
good.
Cycle of the Werewolf.
Yeah, for all you people who read.
So how'd you feel about Underworld then?
I don't consider that a werewolf.
More style than substance, in my own personal opinion.
Right now.
That's a pompous way of saying it, but I agree with it. But no, Frankenstein movies, when you get beyond the original Universal ones, you got Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. After that, it all goes fucking in the crapper until Hammer starts up in the late 50s.
Shut up, cat. Damn it.
And you have Curse of Frankenstein and Revenge of Frankenstein, and then it all goes to hell again. And I don't think it's ever gotten better since, because the worst Frankenstein of all time, in my opinion, was Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, where it just looks like a guy in a gorilla suit. He's like got like a bald cap on, and he's in a gorilla suit.
The monster?
Yes.
Wow, I thought you meant the Monster from Hell.
It's Frankenstein and the Monster. It's Peter Cushing, who I think has one hand for some reason. I don't remember the storyline.
Maybe.
And he was in a mental hospital, working alongside one of the doctors from the mental hospital to create this creature. And it's terrible, terrible. And I hated the Mary Shelley's one. I know it was more in line with the book, but I hated it. I didn't like De Niro in that role.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't like the one in the 80s that Sting did, where he played
I forgot about that.
Where he played the doctor. I didn't like that.
I don't know. One of my favorites is the silent one. That was supposedly lost forever.
What, the Edison one?
Yeah. That was one of my favorites, just because that monster looked creepy as shit. And that effect that they did to, like, because he materialized, like, basically in that cauldron.
They baked him in the oven.
Yeah. Like, the way they did that special effect, that was, like, pretty cool.
Isn't that a guy in a gorilla suit with a bald cap?
It definitely is.
Oh, right, I forgot about this one. Yeah, he's, like, wearing, like, boxer bandages on his wrist.
Terrible.
He's getting ready to lift. What's he got a violin?
What? Give me that.
Next to his little table full of books that you know he didn't read.
Funny thing is, though, you know who that is? He's the guy that played Darth Vader.
Wow.
I can see the resemblance.
Not the voice. That was James Earl Jones.
I was going to say, that's James Earl Jones. He got white real fast. He got white and hairy real fast.
The Edison Frankenstein, which you're right, was lost for years, and now it's actually pretty readily available. It was cool because, the monster, he not only did he look creepy, but he looked insane. Like, he was all, like, frazzled and,
I'm sure you'd be pretty pissed off if somebody baked you to life. Like, your fucking consciousness comes to you and you're like, I'm on fire!
I think that might be the earliest horror film that's still...
I thought it was the earliest thing put to film.
No, it's not the earliest thing put to film, but it's the earliest horror film that still exists. There's other ones from
Edison
other
shooting
countries.
Elephants was the earliest thing put to film.
Actually,
electrocuting.
Oh, right.
There was, they filmed some, I think, reenactments of the Civil War. It was like the earliest stuff still on film.
Gettysburg.
Yeah. But
we have our President Gettysburg.
All 4 hours.
I am of the opinion there hasn't been a good Frankenstein movie since like 1962.
I'd be inclined to probably agree with you.
We don't have to make them anymore. We're fucking future people.
And with the Frankenstein movie that came out in the past 2 years, the I, Frankenstein, no. And Van Helsing had Frankenstein in it, and that's a big no.
Yeah.
I hated the Frankenstein monster in that one.
Yeah.
Just because he was all like, he had to have that glowing thing in his chest for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But he was almost like the Patrick Star in that movie.
He was.
Like, he was just like, he was kind of smart, but he acted real dumb all the time, too.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, kill me!
Yeah.
I'm done! Oh, it's painful! Oh, pity me! And like, Van Helsing's just like, no, I will make it right. Like, no, you can't. You're not a scientist. Just kill me. There you go. That was Van Helsing.
That was Van Helsing.
And then there was like tits and ass. That was about it.
That was like a whole section of Van Helsing right there.
Pretty much.
It's like Act 3.
That was like the last. Yeah, it was the third act of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a
Sounds like
Dracula
a
fight in there
horrible fucking
somewhere,
time.
but it was pretty boring.
Dracula eggs.
Yeah.
What?
He was
It's
hatching.
Dracula lays eggs.
I am real glad I did not see this fucking movie.
Goddamn impregnated chicken just fucking laying eggs
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
He's like, my children! I'll put that one up on the wall.
Throw that shit in the garbage.
Yeah, it was awful.
I also
Shut
loved
up.
how, like, he did have eggs, but, like, they were also just, like, at the top of, like, the cathedrals.
Mm-hmm. Like bats would do in a cave. But thing is, bats are mammals, so
they
Yeah,
lay
that
eggs
makes no
now.
sense.
Well, plus bats don't just immediately know how to fly after they're birthed, so it's like they would just fall to their deaths.
Look here, okay. When you're an unholy abomination of hell, you can lay all the eggs you want.
I guess.
Fuck the laws of science.
See, now, I love what they're trying to do with this, like, bringing all of them back. Because I would love for them to do another, like, Dracula meets the Frankenstein monster, like Dracula versus Frankenstein. So it would be like the guy from Dracula Untold fighting whoever's playing Frankenstein's monster in this one. Yeah, Bard.
Yeah.
I'd love it. I would love it so much. And then it's like Werewolf, and then they're like, you know what? The other ones nobody liked, so we'll bring Jack Nicholson back. He'll fight Dracula. He'll fight
What about
Bard.
the Swamp Thing?
See, they didn't even bother with the creature from the Black Lagoon yet.
That's
Which, you know what? For me,
overlooked so much.
For me, that's one of my favorite ones.
What about the
like
creature
monsters?
from the
I know the movie wasn't great.
Well,
but
the thing is about Creature from the Black Lagoon, it came out 20 years after all the other ones did, and it just kind of came out at the tail end of
yeah,
it.
he was kind of like the Boo Berry.
Yeah. Some good films. I mean,
There you go.
Creature from the Black Lagoon's good. Revenge of the Creature's good.
Yeah.
The rest of them are forgettable, but, you know...
Well, I mean, you can say that about everything else
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But, you know, as far as, like, the Wolfman goes, I mean, Benicio del Toro's Wolfman.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, that was terrible.
Mm-mm.
I'd rather see Guillermo del Toro be the werewolf.
So, yeah, if anybody can recommend a Frankenstein movie that's less than 50 years old that I might like, I'll be up to it.
I'll
But
shoot one.
you gonna shoot one?
Yeah.
Okay, all
A
right.
Frankenstein monster?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're gonna actually just shoot one? Like,
Oh, he
cold
thought
blood?
I meant a film? No, I'm gonna kill
He's
one.
gonna straight up murder a
Am I gonna like
Frankenstein
it?
monster.
I mean, if you can find footage of it.
Am I gonna like it? Is it good? Tell me. You didn't even start yet. It's not even in pre-production. You don't even have a single word on a page yet.
It's so pre. It's
There's a
pre.
script. I have a poster.
Yeah.
It's just a crude sketch.
That's all you need. Gives you the idea. Puts you right in the mindset.
I have a movie about a crime-sniffing man.
Stop it. Rob McElhenney's going to come in here and shut this whole thing down.
Nah, he'll pull up a chair.
Talk about Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I guess that's going to end our episode then.
All right.
Ended it with some Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So
Gearing up for Halloween, man.
I cannot wait for fucking Halloween.
Yeah.
It's going to be nothing but spooky stories every episode. I'm going to read a Goosebumps book every episode.
Please do. Choose your own story.
He didn't do those, did he?
Yes, he did.
He wasn't talented enough to do this.
He did. There's a whole fucking
When you
slew
write
of them.
4 say cheeses and die.
They're called Give Yourself Goosebumps.
Yeah, I kind of remember that
They're
now.
pretty good, actually.
Ew.
They're pretty good.
Ew.
Like Escape from Camp, Run for Your Life.
Oh, that's original.
He's fucking R.L. Stein.
Yeah, well, he still writes.
Night of the Living Dummy.
Probably wrote that about his wife.
Stop it. You're going straight.
I mean, all due respect for your wife, R.L. Stein. Whoever you are. I'm sure that's not your real name. Never is. His real name's probably like Buck.
She got one of them there pseudonyms.
What were we doing? Yeah, that's right. We were ending a show.
Were we? All right. Okay.
Just want to remind everybody you can find all of our old episodes on iTunes. You can also catch them on grindcast.libsyn.com. And I would love you ever so much if you checked out our YouTube channel, The Grind Word, and gave us a little like and a subscribe. That'd be fantastic.
Don't forget Grinded Gaming.
What's on there? God, you just ruined ending.
Promote it. Just promote it. Promote it a lot.
Well, you know, good morning, good evening, good night. I don't know when the fuck you listen to this. Bye.
Fortnite is gonna fucking kick our asses.
Anyway, as always, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.